Do you want me to recap specific combat moments, or just like a general overview of? We fought in the entrance with all the counterspell balls, and there was a bunch of minion dudes and the Medusa, and we killed them all, sustaining many goblin uh, sacrifices. I mean fatalities. We'll honor them probably, maybe in the future. We'll give a goblin statue, and we'll write their names on it, maybe. When
Sounds
Phandalin's rebuilt, there'll be like a little shrine in the bushes somewhere that you have to look really hard to see to know all the goblins who died for their town.
Good news. Good thing that we asked and wrote down each and every one of their names.
Yeah, this will be their tomb.
just one letter
Um,
changed.
After
Steve,
that,
Shmeev.
we killed the Medusa. We slowly ran towards the door before we prepared the next barge through. And once all of us were together, these four statues, there's like a weird force field door thing here that's got like a lock that a key is inside the statue. I'm paraphrasing a lot.
Alright.
I remember that. Do we need four keys, or is it one key made up of four pieces from each of the statues or something? Do we? I might be guessing.
You had four openings indicating that they need to be placed in, and then you saw kind of a vision that there was each one of them was in the chest of the angels.
Right. So we got to kill the angels, get the key, unlock the door, and then go kill Fang real quick.
Yep.
Easy adventure, 30 minutes total, in game.
In
And
game
we're
it's
slowly
fine. 10.
losing spell slots.
Yep.
These weeping angels, they attack whenever you're not looking at them. And so there's a big risk of them attacking. We don't know what they're vulnerable to yet, but it is not radiant damage from memory. They are immune to that.
They took damage from thunder.
That's right. That's their weakness.
And I think they're immune to force. I think we tested that.
Yeah, Thunder and Force you've realized so far work. Other things you have tested so far haven't.
I've got some cold damage coming right up. Whenever my turn comes, if I survive that
Yeah,
long.
I'm going to try cold on my turn. I don't think necrotic's going to do it, but cold cracks stone in real life.
Yeah, I got cold on Spirit Shroud on my punches. Hopefully that, and because my arms are astral and force damage, so hopefully that does omega damage to them. And that's it, I believe. Nothing else crazy happened. Our squad mates seem to be having good banter.
Alright, let's see. We left off marking those creatures that are maintaining sight on the angels. As noted, it requires at least one creature to maintain sight, but the angels are able to force you to evade your eyes if you are the ones targeting focus on it. So there is the more the merrier, more chances of passing to keep a focus on them. If they haven't used their impossible movement for the turn, they will teleport to someone and attack them freely. They seem to have two forms, but have maintained in statue form for the current progression of time, for whichever reason. But it seems indicative that they could go potentially more offensive, but they've remained on the defense side of things.
I didn't remember that.
Yep. So with that, Queen is focused on this angel. It'll do its one movement, one action, while it's maintaining a statue form. That'd be a singular claw motion. That will be 25 on Queen to hit. For
Definitely hit.
14 slashing damage. That'll be the end of the creature's turn. It goes to red.
Okay, bonus action, Spirit Shroud with cold.
Okay.
And Kia is up there focusing, I think, on that one. Which one looks kind of more cracked or broken up?
Let's see. The most damaged statue is the one here.
Okay, so
The golem was also not holding up too well at the moment either.
I want to test this on the statue just for
Okay.
science. So I'm going to go opposite Vorgin,
Sure. Sounds good.
and I'm going to do a booming blade, Spirit Shroud, Blossom's End attack.
Okay.
Normal roll. Oh, ooh.
That will not
I guess
connect.
that's okay. I'm just going to try a normal sword attack, Blossom's End.
Good.
Dang it. Well, the experiment was not. We don't know.
Experience yielded no results yet. Fair enough. Let's see. Goes to
Yeah, what did I roll?
a 2 and a 4.
Oh, brilliant. Good start.
Alright, that'll be at a turn. So it goes to Adira.
Yeah, I'll keep Kia focusing on that statue.
Sounds good. She will go for the golem, trying to put it down. Let's see. With gang up, she will connect. And then that will be enough to take down the golem. Or 2 attacks. Yep, 7 attempt to red. Write that out of view. Fix this turner a little bit over here. Perfect. And then she will turn towards the Weeping Angel. That's gonna be your turn. Let's see. It goes to Alpha. He's going to maintain his focus on this one. Paragon will go. She will look towards the angel. Let's see, depends on what her abilities are. Five. You will notice as she starts her turn, a black energy goes around her and starts reaching out towards the statues, but they do not appear to affect the statues, as necrotic damage does not seem to affect them. With that, she will dual wield and go for 3 attacks total. She'll choose advantage on this one. Okay. And slashing seems to do nothing, but she gets force damage on her Chaos Blade. That gets through. 1d6. She gets necrotic damage instead of slashing for her other blades. That's going to deal no damage. And then her Chaos Blade, once again, no slashing, but the force damage will go through. And it will get the Weeping Angel to half health. So will become wounded. That'll be her turn. She has to check if she recharges her ability as well. She does not. Vorgan will go. He is going to grab here if they can be or not. Move here, taking attack of opportunity. Okay. She'll take the temp for 11. We're gonna take that slashing damage. That will add up to 67 he cannot get back. Total. He's gonna go to stare at the angel, kind of like getting ready to bear hug it, and then kind of doing a big stare at it. He's gonna try to hold her down since he can't damage these. And he's like, just do it, I'm right. As he's trying to hold onto the Weeping Angel at the same time, but doesn't get to grapple just yet. As he tries to confirm staring at them is the objective. Tive will go. He is going to... Not really well suited for damage here. Yep. He will step back. He's going to lock eyes with the one Queen's focused on for now. And confirm to Vorgan that staring game is the game that is being played here. As Lycan. Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna attack this one with my astral arms.
okay.
And the spirit shroud, do I have to just roll that separately?
You should be able to turn it on
Yeah.
in your damages before rolling for damage. Let's see.
Uh,
1 second.
I
What?
don't know if I have that because I haven't had it up until this level.
No worries. Your sheet is just entirely white for me, so 1 moment. See if I can quickly add that for you. There we go. Yeah, so it would be global damage modifier field. And you're doing cold.
Yes.
Chosen. We'll just, yeah, just leave it as chosen. And then spirit. Shroud. Okay. You just said that. I'll turn it off in a moment. You can roll for. I said that will not hit. When you roll damage, it will apply it.
Second attack.
So there's a +3 from getting up that will connect. Okay. And both damages do not seem to. Sorry, the force damage does seem to affect it with Astral Punch, but the cold damage does not. So I will turn that off for you.
Damn. Bonus action. We go again.
Okay.
Yep.
Correct, Red. Cold damage does not appear to affect them. But let's see. That is 13. So 17 +3, 20 just misses.
Misses.
20 will just miss.
Was the other one over 20? Hang on. Does Oswald give me gang up as well, or
Yeah. Oswald's there. So, no, you're right. B plus 4. So that'd be 21, which just connects. Got about Oswald there. Alright. It is getting close to staggering, but not there yet.
final punch? Booyah!
Okay, let's see. That'll hit for 9 more. It is staggering. Holding there.
Yes, I think I will hold here.
Alright. This one is going to use Image of an Angel on Oswald, as he is the only one focused on that one for now. So I need Oswald to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oakley dokley. Oswald, wisdom save. I just click wisdom, right?
Great. Yep, Wisdom.
Roll.
16. Yep.
Yes.
Let's see. 16 will resist the effect. However, since Oswald maintains eyesight on the creature, Oswald takes 15 psychic damage.
Oswald, no! My poor baby boy.
And that is more than his temp and his health. So there is no creature focused on 4 now.
Hold on.
Mhm.
What is his health?
It was for
Doesn't-
grab here.
Isn't it 1?
Yeah, as I say.
Hit points 10. But doesn't he get something extra for me being a
Oh, sure.
warlock? Let me check. Investment. Oh, wait. Psychic, right?
Yep, psychic damage.
Okay. Familiar take damage. You can read it. I use my reaction to give it resistance to the damage.
Okay. So that would keep
Does
him
Oswald
alive.
get
'Cause, yeah.
temp HP from my Twilight? Because
Yeah.
I don't know if he has any.
No, he has 11 right now.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Does he get that on Ecclesias's turn?
So yeah, he would.
Okay, so him and Ecclesias would both get the same then, or would I roll twice for them?
You could roll twice, or you could just roll it once. I'd say it's fine because it's just a familiar. So half damage as a reaction, and that would be 7. That would eat into his temp, putting that at 4, so he's at 14 technical health. And then he's maintaining focus on it, so let's see, remove that possible movement counter. It will make its 1 claw attack at Oswald then.
Oswald, no, my poor baby boy.
That will connect for 16.
Well, rip.
What kind of damage?
Slashing.
Slashing. Do I have anything for this? I don't think I do. I used my reaction.
Mhm.
Oswald, you gotta have something. Damage resistances. He has resistance to slashing from non-magical attacks.
It is a magical attack.
Damn it! Okay, he's dead.
Okay. Nice try though. So with that, he's down. There's no creatures on 4, and that will be its turn. So, and anyone who takes an action, does anything other than move, if creatures do manage to avoid its gaze, failing the wisdom save, it will get its possible movement trigger. E, it is your go. Reaction's back.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm going to. Let's see. We know cantrips work here, right?
The staff was broken, yeah.
Okay.
I think everything works here, so spells aren't banned anymore.
Okay. I'm going to shoot this statue here with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Let
You're gonna
me double check to make sure the
fire,
things are
fire
applied.
within range of melee range of it.
I'll back up 5 feet.
Okay. That will provoke an attack.
Yep.
All right. That will be a 25 to hit.
Um. These things hit hard, right?
Not only do they hit quite hard, they also prevent you from restoring the health that was taken.
Oh, yeah. Um. Could barbs it, but like the chances of it actually missing me are almost nothing.
You are not the most
I'm
armored.
not. Yeah, I'm not concentrating on anything, right? No. All right. I'll take it.
Okay. That is 17 slashing.
Okay. And that
Don't
reduces
forget
my
your temp.
maximum by 17, right?
It it will not reduce your
Um,
maximum to by 17. It basically kind of puts like a ward you can't heal up to that amount. So it's effectively, it won't insta kill you when you reach technically 0 because it's not removing your maximum HP. It is simply preventing you from healing or recovering that 17 HP for the time being.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me do this. Should I like denounce that some way? I think I have it here. Yeah, it's here. So that would be bring me down to 66. And then I already took 7 from that. So 17 plus 7, 24. So oops. Yeah, that's 24 hit points that I cannot heal.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, Eldritch Blast.
Sounds good. Go for it.
Oh, sorry. Also, I forgot to say. Did it roll with disadvantage?
25 was the lower result.
The lower? Oh my god. All right. Does 21 hit? 9 plus 10.
21 will plus gang up will also hit. Yep.
Oh. Die, bitch. Then plus another 4 from my proficiency bonus.
Yep.
All right.
Applied.
Well, that's the first one. Second one, 24 to
Connect.
hit. And last one, 28 to hit.
Both will connect.
All right. This one is 14. And then another 14.
It will shatter
So
it,
28.
revealing a gem in
Third.
its center core.
Sweet. I'm going to yoink that bad boy up.
Sounds good.
And then I haven't used a bonus action yet. I'm just going to move over beside my boyfriend Lycan. And I will end my turn.
Okay. The angels do not seem to be pleased at the death of one of their own. As, let's see, plus movement resets. 3 is Alpha. It's going to make Alpha do a wisdom save. Alpha manages to succeed, but he's going to take that damage. So let's see. He is resistant to psychic, so it's not going to be too horrible. Well, 10 damage is still 10 damage at half, so he loses his temp. The angel is going to go in angelic form. As it does, you'll notice its hand has its kind of cracking of the stone that seems to kind of almost not fall to the ground, but almost loosely hang around it like its own gravitational field. And as it does, it makes 2 attacks towards you, Red, with a banishing touch.
Is that an innate ability or is that a spell?
Innate ability, supernatural ability.
Okay.
Let's see here. You are quite lucky. It rolled a 4 and a 2, so it's not going to connect. It does
Exactly
seem,
what I rolled.
Yep. It does seem now more exposed, as it is in this sort of form. As its statuesque form kind of cracks for that brief moment, it is going to use a very limited movement speed, but it's going to position itself here. And it's kind of like
Hopefully
half
now it doesn't like.
exposed, half not
Now,
exposed.
well, now that it took its coat off, maybe it like doesn't like cold now.
Let's see.
Fuck him up, Darren.
Darren will, yep, follow up on that. Gain the flank here. Let's see. That is going to be booming. Grab here. Plus. Fire longsword. Lincoln longsword. Fire longsword. A green flame on top of that. Let's see. 2, 3. Yep, just hits. Does seem like it's easier to hit, a little bit easier to hit. Still difficult overall, but not as difficult as it's in statue form. It does appear to take some damage of different types, but seems to be at resistance. So that is going to be 6, 8, 7, 21, 22, 24, 28, 32, 5, 37 damage. Which will place it staggering from into wounded, then into staggering. That'll be his go. As Kalor.
Okay. Oh man. Still concentrating. Into that. Okay, I'll just do 2 shots to the nearly dead weeping angel.
Okay.
Oh. Did
That
that
will
go
connect.
through?
Yep. Half damage, but damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Hits again. 4 more. Applied.
And Queen will just continue on.
Alright.
Whatchamacallit?
Maintaining focus on
Staring.
that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. Angel will go. Wisdom save by Vorgan. Come on, big man. Wisdom save. Hey. With no modifier, got an 18, so he maintains focus. But we'll take some psychic damage. And he is wounded. That. And with that, it will. It'll take the opportunity to also go into statue from statue form to angelic form. Let's mark it with the wings. That'll be easy. And it's gonna go for Vorgan. Vanishing touch. That'll hit Vorgan. Con save from Vorgan. Okay. On the first hit, Vorgan seems to disappear after taking some necrotic damage. And how many hit dice does he have? Ooh, that's a good chunk. So 2d10. Alright, it looks like it seems to regain some health after throwing Vorgan in the Shadow Realm for the time being. It'll make its second attack against a deer instead. It will miss, not connect. This one does not have anyone marking on it anymore, but it is also not within statue form for number 2. Number 1 will force Queen and Tive to not look at it. So I need wisdom saving throws from both. Tive fails, so he's going to be forced to avert his gaze.
Damn.
Queen will also fail.
Tive, you are useless.
With that in mind, there's no creatures on the site of the angel. It will maintain statue form this time around and go for Queen. But that was a 1 limited attack. 22 hits. 15 slashing damage. And that is non-recoverable. Putting Queen close to staggering, but just wounded for now. As that turn order goes to red.
Okay, let's try this again. I will booming blade this one.
Okay.
Let me just switch chart on my sheet.
As you take an action, I will need everyone who's not focused on a creature to roll a wisdom save. There's one
So I can do that
creature
now
that
before I
is-
attack?
And no, everyone else.
All right.
So that would be Darren.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Well,
kidding me.
those are the 2 failures that we need because there's only one creature that's able to use impossible movement. So let's see. You go for your attacks. Possible movement's gonna go off, and it will. Let's see. Calor. That will just connect at 15.
Can I reaction shield?
Sure.
Yep.
You do so, fronting the attack. That's instant possible movement. And then moving blade hits.
Yep. So I got a spirit shard. That's 12 cold damage. Piercing thunder together 19, and then 7 if it lows.
Okay, so 9, 3, 12, 6, 18. Okay. They all appear to be resistant when it's in this form, but it does take more damage types. It is closer staggering to Death's Door.
Is it a? I got a D4 because it's the Blossom's End, so it takes another 2 or 1 if it's resistant.
Applied. It is now on Death's Door.
Okay. All right. So now I'll hit it again.
Go for it. +3 from getting up as well. So that is going to be a 23. That hits. That's 5, 2, 1. Okay.
Still going.
Still going. Barely.
Okay. I will bonus action short sword, the Smuggler's End. Smuggler's short sword. Sorry.
You're good. That'll hit. And that'll do it.
Okay, it's down.
Another core pops out.
I'll get myself to here. And I'll use my last bonus action attack on this one.
Okay. And let's see. That one is not an angelic form, so that will not deal damage. 22 would have hit.
I see. It doesn't take damage, sorry?
Correct. Cold damage did not seem to do it. Piercing it also did not seem to do it, because it is not
I
within
getcha.
angelic form. It's in statue form. Angel wing marker means angelic form on the token.
Okay, and so Kia's not needed to stare at any of them right now, right?
Kia could try focusing on number 2, because number 2 doesn't have anyone. Actually, let me see. Yeah, number 2 could have also used it as a possible movement. Let me double check. How many people failed? No, not enough people failed. That's why. So the next person takes an action. So you could have it focus on the angel here. But you have seen Oswald get psychically damaged and other people get psychically damaged if they maintain their gaze. So
it would be a suicide run for Kia. So I will I will get Kia to give the help action on that one and get to here.
Sounds good.
Get to here so I get some temp HP.
Okay. And then with that, end a turn.
Yep.
Heard.
4.
A deer will go. Let's see. She's gonna try to go to town on this angel now that it's in angelic form and is visible, or more vulnerable to damages. Let's see. She will. Pop Thunderous Smite on her attack. And she's gonna go Reckless. She'll hit both times, get the extra 3d8. And then con save. It succeeds, so it'll take half damage. That's gonna be 9 down to 4. And then 19, 9, 4 is 13, 17, 20, 24. To the angel. That will end her turn. Alpha will go. He will switch his focus onto number 2 to hold the line. Now that 3 is destroyed. Paragon will go. She will move to prioritize the statue form, given that she can do force damage. 6. That's going to trigger another round of necrotic damage, so it's not going to do anything. Which you will go for 2 Chaos Blades. And 1 Blade of the Shifting Veil. Double crits. 1 attack will just hit from gang up. She also recharges her recharge ability. So that's going to be nothing on the slashing, 7 on the force damage. Gonna be a good amount of damage. 14. If this gets turned into the right damage. 3 or 4 will do it. They got a 6. It turns to radiant damage and does nothing, sadly. That's 39 damage that does not get through. That could have been force, but doesn't land. That'll be your turn. Forgan's gonna do a con save. Hopefully roll better than that one. Well, he got a natural 20. So at the end of the turn, he reappears. He kinda says, "You do not want to go there." As he comes back at the end of his turn. Tive will switch gears and focus on the Weeping Angel. And it goes to Lycan. Nine for Tive, got it.
I'll move up and punch this bish.
Sounds good. Or not, with the
Jesus.
natural one.
Take 2.
Go for it. Not connecting.
I'm gonna inspiration that one.
Sure.
May as well use it.
One
Fuck
higher. With gang up of +3, that will not connect.
Bonus action. 2 more.
I mean, at least it's going up. The rolls, yeah, the rolls are going up. So that is 18 +3, 21. Just connect statue form AC.
We're up
8
full
force.
8.
Hey, damage is damage.
I'd love to roll higher than a 4 on a damage roll someday.
Someday.
And final punch.
Let's see it.
There we go.
Let's hope the damage is as high. There you go.
There we go.
Max
Thank you.
damage.
Dice gods heard me and said, "Here, you get 1."
Yeah. Get 1. First sample's free. Back to endless agony.
For every miss I roll, every 50 misses, I get 1 hit. That's
Yep.
max damage.
Gotcha game style. Alright, it is also wounded by that hit, too.
And that is me.
Alright, E.
All right. You know I gotta do it to him. I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, gonna go blasting.
Hold on a second. What level am I? Yeah, 11. So yeah, I do have 3. Okay.
Hmm?
First one. Blast. blast. Blasted.
That is +4 for getting up. 19 will not connect.
Dang. All right. Well, good news. I got 2 more. Maybe.
That would be 21. That just hits.
Woo. All right, and then last one. That will
Certainly
hit.
connects.
First one will do 12 plus an extra 4, 16.
Heard.
And the second one will do 11.
Staggering
So
it goes.
27. And I don't have any sorcery points, so that is going to basically be it. Let me just double check. Yeah, nothing else for a bonus action. So, yep, that's it for me.
All right. Let's see. Since you did take an action, that one is not using the possible movement on his angelic form. It gets the just banishing touch. Instead, I need wisdom saves from those that are not focused on a creature. Or actually, never mind. Alpha is there. He's maintaining. So that didn't go off. Perfect. Alright, so with that, Darren. Gonna go up to the angel in the top right since he can damage it. They go for a good wombo combo. So flame into booming, to hellfire, into lichen, into hellfire. Alright, all those are connecting. So 3, 5 is 8. 6 is 14. 16. 21. 22. 28. 29. Wounds it. Puts it close to staggering. But doesn't take it down just yet. As Kalor.
Okay. Just because I forgot, I can move away when they're not in angel form, right? And not take attack of opportunity, or
They do provoke. It just
they do
a
provoke?
claw. Yeah, it's just a claw attack.
Yeah, I'm at full health. I'll take it.
Okay.
That's a normal claw, right? Not a banishing
Yes.
claw.
Correct. Yeah. They only get banishing if they're in angelic form.
Yeah.
Cool.
20 to hit, not natural, for 16.
16. But. Okay. So
It is also non-recoverable, so you can mark that in bio.
it was 15 damage.
16, sorry.
16.
Yep, my bad.
Oh, yeah. If I can spell, that'd be great. Okay. Okay, and then I'll just.
Does he have to make a con save?
Yep.
I hate to be that guy.
Nope, you're right.
No, concept. Oh yeah, concept bit. Save.
Haste, you're correct. DC 10.
Submit.
You're good?
Yeah. And then roll.
Hits. Sorry, the one up top for the resistance.
No,
Five.
the bottom one, the one I just got attacked with.
That one is in statue form, not angelic form. So it is only the 2 damage types you know that it takes damage from while it's in statue. So if you were using piercing, it would not damage it currently. Oh, the top one is the one that's angelic form.
Oh,
That
okay,
one would
okay.
take the damage.
Hang on. There. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's only force and thunder that
Force
damage it in statue form.
I've imagined dragons in my head for some reason now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So just the top two up there,
Yep. So 5 and 7, 12. Got it.
and then Queen will just continue staring.
Okay. So staggering, and then that one will. Angelic form. Who's he gonna go? What's he gonna go for? It'll go for Vorrigan. That will hit. Con save Vorrigan. He gets banished again. Let's put staggering. The angel will seem to heal off of that. Not as much as last time. We'll go for Adira. Striking and hitting. Adira will give a con save. With that and the bonus from Darren, that will succeed. So she'll just take the damage. That's going to place her in the wounded condition. At 26 to non-recoverable. Ending its turn. Let's see. This one will go into angelic form. Use its limited movement in this form. Provoking attack opportunity. From red.
You said I get attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Actually, I have Warcaster. All right.
That will hit. So half, that'd be 5. 5 is 10, 11 damage. And then it's going to go at Lycan with the Banishing Touch. That is a natural 20.
Lucky.
Okay. That is a 24 instead. And that is going to be...
So it rolled higher? I thought I had to roll it, didn't I?
Oh, wait, that's right. Yep, I'll let you draw it. You were correct. I just re-rolled it because I was thinking of Silver Barbs. That turns into a 28 to hit you.
Well,
So you rolled higher
I
than I
tried.
accidentally rolled. But it still hits you for 26 damage.
That never happens. Jesus! And I have to make a con save. Hang on, let me do some math real quick. Alright, you need me con save?
Yep. That will just succeed thanks to Bless.
Oof.
You avoid getting banished this time. However, being banished might have been better for you, as its second attack will also then target you since it didn't banish you. And that is going to be another
fuck.
natural 20.
Well, I got nothing to do for that.
Okay.
I'm out of luck.
There's no other response, then you are quite literally out of luck. Because that will be...
Silvery
barbs?
barbs. I'll silvery barbs. I'm sorry, barbs on mute.
You don't have a reaction
He
to
can't. You don't have reaction. Ecclesias has to.
Why? What happened to my
Oh, I will
reaction?
barbs.
it. You just
You
attacked the opportunity.
You're provoked.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
I will barbs.
Okay.
T-wise.
That's my
Yep.
free one.
Sounds good. So I gave a second just to make sure, because I knew there was someone who could still. Um, normal. 25 will still connect, but not be a natural. That's
Fuck.
good. That is 25 necrotic damage.
So if that kills me, I'm assuming it just banishes me anyway.
If it puts you unconscious, yes, it does banish you. And then with
Astral
that,
Arms drops. Twilight drops.
Yep.
Still blessed.
yep, still blazed. And
But I'm
then-
gone.
Take
Latest.
blessed.
Yep.
My body is... My planet needs me.
And then let's see. That additional damage, though, still wouldn't put technically it doesn't put you negative, but that still counts against non-recoverable health. So if you had extra health that you could have still recovered, that damage still applies into non-recoverable. Just as a note. And since you did get banished, it's going to let's see. Do you have any hit dice? Non-expended.
I have 5.
Perfect. It's gonna consume 4 of those for itself
Yikes.
and heal.
Gulp.
That will keep it wounded, but takes it out of
Ruh-roh.
staggering. That will be its turn. Red, it is your go.
Okay, so which one's in statue? Which one's an angel?
Both are an angel.
Okay, I will get myself to there, behind it.
Okay.
And I'll get Kia to give me a flyby.
Heard.
And then I'm gonna booming blade it with advantage.
Go for it. Connects. 8, 3, 11. Got it.
Plus another D4 for radiant. Okay. Then I'll hit it again with Blossom's End.
Heard. Connects.
I just can't get a crit with that sword. Sorry, DM. It's immune to crits. I can even take multi-classes to make my crits easier. Still doesn't happen.
Just doesn't like it. Oh, good. But it does get it to staggering.
All right, I'll Smuggler's short sword it in the back.
3, 2, and 4, 6. Got it. Further staggering. Not Death's Door just yet. Hits. That will get it to Death's Door, but it's still standing.
All right, someone's got to finish it off. That's my turn.
Alright.
And I'll put Kia right back to near Queen.
Okay. Deer is going to try to take down the angel. Up top. Recklessly attacking. That's going to be 4, 3, 7, 6, 1, 8, 15, 19. 5 is 24. 1 is 25. Death's Door, but not enough to kill it. Alpha will maintain focus on it. So we'll go She will not use her big explosion. Given these creatures are low, she'll try to save that for what's to come. She will recover some health to start of her turn, but not as much because she reaches her cap due to the Weeping Angel's influence. She will then go for her 2 Chaos Blades and a Blade of the Shifting Veil. She will hit with all 3. And force damage. Yep, that is enough to explode the angel there, overwhelming its remaining defenses and dropping its core.
Does my body spawn?
You do get dropped back.
Just the metal pipes falling sound. Like its body
The
reappears.
clang. She will keep herself there. Forgan, con save. Come on, buddy. Another nat 20. Let's see it. 18 is enough. He'll return at the end of his turn and say, I really don't like going there. As he keeps getting banished. As Ty will go and refocus on the last one to assist in keeping it there just in case. Like it, you're unconscious. Good old Yamcha. You are set to whisper. Does save for me, please. Okay. Let's see. So technically that +1 plus that is 20. Okay. That is enough to get you up with 1 HP technically. Thanks to the
You're gonna allow that?
being blessed. Well, yeah, because as noted, as long as you get 20 or over, I allow you to get back up. And since you are blessed, that is 20.
Peace be with you, DM.
It is the start of your turn, as a note. Still takes half your movement to get up.
I will spend half my movement to get up. How much was the healing thing for me?
The damage that you took from last time, the non-recoverable, or
Yeah, does that just mean I can't heal for more
Yeah.
than
so
the
like
damage?
so like let's say you have 100 health and you took 50 damage from the angel, you can only heal the 50 health. You can't heal 55, you can't heal 60, you can't get back to your normal 100. You're stuck at 50 maximum.
Okay. What was that damage roll exactly? Because it was more than what I had HP wise.
25 is your
So
last
more
hit.
than 15. So I had to heal more than 15 to heal at all.
No, so let me grab here. You have 72 maximum HP. So you took 25 from that one. I'm just going to add this to your allies and organizations. And then you took from the first one, came out to be 26. So that means you're at 51 out of 72 that you cannot recover. So that means the maximum healing that you can get right now is 21 health total.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna think that those guys have that sorted, so I'm just gonna heal myself with my healing bandages.
Okay. Technically 20 more health because you already have 1 HP, but 21 maximum. Alright.
Jeez.
Alright. Healing is healing. Health is health. As E Say that was the end of your turn, Lycan. As a note, no additional movement.
Um. Yes. Actually, I might bonus action healing word myself.
Okay. Oh, let me under whisper you. So 7 healing.
And I will stay here.
Okay, here you go.
All right, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm gonna blast him. Last statue. Don't mind if I do. See if it hits.
That will be, yep, that connects.
All right. That is going to be first one. 6 plus 4, 10. Second one, 9. Third one, 7. Damn, those are some bad rolls.
Up here. Yeah, that is half, so 3, 4, 7, 3. Just not enough to do it.
My God.
Oh wait, no, you get your +4 from your first
Yeah.
attack. That is enough. Because you're 1 damage shy.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Huge.
That will break the last one. Ending combat.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment here. All right, guys. We're not looking too hot at the moment. Who needs a quick little respite from all this craziness?
That creature stole my dice.
Oh my God. I can't help you. Wait, yes I can. I'm going to cast well, first. Can we find 10 minutes, guys?
If we have 10 minutes, I would also like to... Nope, never mind, I didn't prepare that spell. Don't worry about me.
Do we have 10 minutes? Perchance?
I mean, you are the ones that have to open the door. If you don't open the door for 10 minutes, door probably won't open.
All right. I'm going to cast
You know that
Cure
there's
Wounds.
no other
Like,
way
I'm going
out.
to cast Cure Wounds on you at 5th level.
Oh, that's big. Is that 18
So
and
that's
12?
yeah. So the base would
Was
be
it
12
30?
plus 18. So 30 health.
But as I know, the maximum
Bless
that
you,
you
sir.
can get is 21 for your reduction.
Fuck.
So you
What?
get up to 21.
Shit. Uh,
It's okay, I've got
fuck.
some... How long does that last?
You're not certain. Healing didn't seem to fix it. So you're at 21 maximum as a note right now. Should be your
Do
current
I
HP,
feel like this
Oh.
could be like a
As I said, I could only
would
heal
dispel
21
magic maybe
maximum.
work on this?
No. Sorry, what was that, E?
Do I feel like this is like a magical effect? Could like dispel magic? Dispel this?
Probably supernatural. Probably doesn't fall into the realm of dispel.
Shit. Well, it was
So did you
nice
say
knowing you.
I can only heal up to 21 points?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're at
fucked.
21. Correct.
The average damage that Lycan takes is 25 per hit. Fucking Lycan's
Okay.
gone.
Well, let's do this. I'm
Let me
gonna
see if Sanctuary is
take-
prepared. Might have to do that strat again. I have not prepared
Let's see.
Sanctuary. Rip. Lycan's dead.
I have bottled respite, right? I'm level We're total level 11, right?
Correct.
Oh shit, is that like? Hold on. What level do you get Battle Despite as a
I'm
warlock?
fairly certain it's a warlock 11, not 11
Okay.
overall.
Can we roll that back real quick with the healing? I thought I had that ability. I was healing you with the idea that I had that.
To make it even worse. Let me double check. I'll double check for Battle Despite though, but I thought it was 10 or 11 warlock.
If it's 10, I do it. If it's 11, no way.
It is, yes, 10. You are correct. So at 10 for Sanctuary Vessel, when you enter the Genie's Bottle via Bottled Respite, you can choose the 5 living creatures that are drawn into the vessel with you.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Casting time 1 hour? What the fuck? Oh, Oswald's not coming back. Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I will heal you. And is there anything else I can do before
I
I
don't
do
know.
this?
Well, you've healed me. That's all I can take. I can't get healed any other way, or any more than
Yeah.
this.
Do you get your key back on a short rest though, right?
Yeah,
How much key did you use?
I've only used 2 points. I got 4 left.
Okay.
So I'm pretty good anyway, but that's all I get back. I only have 1 hit dice, and I can't heal anyway. I don't know if it fixes after a short rest.
So,
Okay.
potion
Well,
top ups
let's.
are gonna happen for allies, though they're slightly injured or still wounded after healing due to their reduction.
Okay. I guess I'll bottled respite, and I will take up to 5 allies, right?
Yes, up to 5.
All right. I'm gonna ask around who needs it, like who needs a short rest, because I don't know if they get something back on short rests.
Baressa doesn't seem to need it. Neither does Adira. Darren wouldn't for a short. They're good. They're all long
Right.
resters.
Red, Alpha, Calor, Vorgan. Because they also get extra healing while they're in the bottled respite
You know,
if they roll hit dice.
I think I'm the most well off right now.
They're gonna use their potions that they had on them to try to heal as much as they can, but it's the damage cap that's keeping them injured. Just like it is for Lycan.
Okay. Okay. Now I'll just go in. Anybody who wants to take a short rest can, because I just used a 5th level spell slot to heal 4 hit points.
I'm sorry. It's tough being a fucking punching bag.
Yeah, I bet it is. It's only up to 1 minute. That's up to 1 hour.
Can we do like a medicine check or an arcana check to see how long this supernatural shit lasts?
Sure.
Sorry about that. I come in and out because I couldn't get the mute button stuck. But I'll take a short. If we're doing short rest, I'll do a short rest and then use what's it called?
Arcane Recovery.
That's it.
I'm gonna ask Vorgan. Do you want to be a T-Rex?
What's your T-Rex?
It's like a big, scary chicken. Like the biggest and scariest chicken you can imagine.
But chickens aren't scary. They're barely enough to pick my teeth with.
I will cast like minor illusion to like show him a T-Rex. Like just like a small one in my hand kind of thing. It's like that, but four
But it's
times as
so
big as you are.
tiny.
But imagine if it was 4 times as big as you. Huh?
4 times bigger than me. 1,
Yeah.
2, 4. He looks to you to see if he's right. He doesn't know.
Talking to you is giving me brain damage. Here, let me show you. And I'm going to cast Polymorph on him, and I will turn him into a T-Rex for 1 hour.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, see ya for 10 minutes. And I'll bring everyone
Does that
into
make
Bottled
him-
Respite.
Does that increase his intelligence score?
Probably.
Shit, maybe.
Let's see. Nah, it's intelligence is 2. It actually somehow makes him stupid.
Yeah. I was hoping you would gain enlightenment during because of this.
Just a T-Rex in a suit. Ah, yes, I understand the world. Smashes his head through wall.
So, for everyone who's
Are we
not in
short
the
resting?
Bottled Respite, T-Rex is just jumping around. Doesn't know what it's supposed to be doing. Gets upset it has tiny hands, not big, strong arms. And that's what it does.
Nice. Good for you.
Will I gain the health benefits from my hit dice if I short res DM, or am I not even going to get that?
You will not get that.
So can I keep my hit dice then? Or do I have to spend it to find out?
You would have had to spend it to find out. You wouldn't have known whether or not the healing would have or not have worked, so you would have probably taken the chance.
Fuck those angels.
I can't
Oh,
rearrange
although-
my spells prepared on a short rest, can I? So, yeah, I can't help you. Because I've removed curse.
Alright, there it is. Is it a shit roll anyway? Of course not. Of course it's max. Well, it's 7 plus 1. My
Yeah.
bad.
Mhm.
It's the
You also
max.
get if it applies. Let me double check here. The genie. You get as bonus action gains benefits of short rest and can add proficiency bonus to the number of hit points they regain if they spent any hit dice. So
But that still gets counteracted by the supernatural shit.
Yep.
Well, it's good to know I could have had an extra 10 hit points instead of 8.
Just see. How many people went to the short rest? Because I just realized Darren also could have taken a short rest to get Arcane Recovery as well. Get back some of his spell slots.
How long is a short rest? An hour?
An
Yeah.
hour normally, but I believe in the Bottled Respite it's 10 minutes.
So it could be like 5. So that would be myself, Lycan, Red, Darren. Callard, do you get anything back at all? Because I got space for. Red.
No, the only
I got space for
damage
2 more.
The only damage I have is the one that can't be healed. So
Okay. See, I guess.
So he'll recover a 3rd and a
Yeah.
1st level then.
If you need
Give it
someone
to
else to go in
Queen.
there, I think Tive was pretty hard.
Ty's able to recover via
What about-
potions. He took a lot of damage
what
from the
about
other
Queen?
fight.
Can
Queen,
get
I can
an
just
HP?
instantly heal via.
Ah, yeah, true.
All except for 16 of the damage. Queen can recover most damage taken. But, with that in mind, once you're done preparing, have the cores to proceed.
I'll open the door, but I think I might hang out the back for this one.
Okay. Is it one of those we all have to turn the key at the same time?
Let's find out. And I'll put one in, then another in, and just put
Yeah.
them all in and see what happens.
They all glow one at a time, and then they all glow together. And as that happens, the door itself will open. And you see a slightly different sight than you saw previously. There is
No, fuck you. Fuck
something.
you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm turning around, I'm leaving. I can already see the fucking enemies. Nah, fuck that. I can see 4 of those fucking guards. I'm not fighting those fuckers again.
I
Fuck
see
you.
I see
You,
the foxy
you,
guy too.
yep, you will notice down the way with your extended vision, Lycan, that nearby there's also two walls of eyes, dozens of them, and between past
Eyes.
that, yep, all sorts of different colored eyes, different sorts of races, reptilian, humanoid, aberration, all these eyes baked into the walls, and you also notice down below several arcane knights as well as Fang, who seems to be quite kitted with an assortment of different items that don't seem to match stylistically, but he's just carrying a whole bunch of items, as much as he could probably carry. As you could just kind of hear a fox demonic laughter echoing down back towards you.
There's a nice big pit there for Ecclesias to throw someone in.
Hello.
We didn't
Yep.
really get our formation together when we opened this door.
Yeah.
What's the range on that fireball wand?
Already used it, baby.
That doesn't get reset after a short rest.
Long rest. Oh, actually, dawn.
Fuck. Got a perfect shot lined up. Darren, you got any fireballs left?
He will say, I could try up to 6 of them.
If he was to shoot a fireball through this hallway, I'm assuming those eyes are like scrying things for Fang, so you can see anyone walk through.
Maybe.
He'll and there's like there's probably a billion knights in there that could just counter him as they come flying through. Is this a door or is this a wall
It is
or a
it is
window?
a door. It is a door. It is open though. Kind of
Is this
peering
like
in.
this is a
Statue of a
cheetah
leopard.
statue?
Mhm.
And is this door the same as it was when we came last time?
Same as normal. The only major difference is you notice the wall of eyes that was not there before.
Is it like on the hallway walls?
All over the walls, yeah. These 2 walls, both of them, dozens of all strange assortments of eyes. You see Vorgan like in the T-Rex form, like looking at the party, like a giant dog, but it's a T-Rex, and it's like looking at the hallway, nodding its big head.
I'd get him to charge just so we
Anyone
know what
cast
those eyes do.
invisibility on the T-Rex?
Okay, yeah, I can. Let me see.
It
what I
worked well
got.
last time.
I have. Let's see what I got prepared.
It's probably gonna get fireballed to shit by the guards.
Well, no, I can't. I don't have it prepared, but I could do something that's good. I could do something. 120 feet is the range. Oh, and counter spells. What range?
60 normally.
All right, I'm gonna cast 120 feet, which is right there. I'm gonna cast Sickening Radiance.
Okay. As this spell shows forwards, you will notice the hole in the ground will shoot up a beam of energy, and your spell is countered.
And And that's a loss of a spell slot.
Mhm. The laughter
okay.
will get louder.
Just send the T-Rex in. Charge.
Okay. Anyone object
Hope
to
those eyes
T-Rex
don't
going in?
incinerate it.
Well, then we know to shut the door and just leave.
Everyone good with Forgan going on a rampage?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna try another spell.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna cast it on Morgan.
Gonna shoot.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Casting on Forgan, got it.
I'm gonna vortex warp him past the eyes.
Okay.
And that's 90 feet. So
Just throwing him
just
before
past the pit, actually. It gets
You're trying to
past
throw
the
him
pit.
past the pit, or you want to try to throw him before the pit? Because the pit seemed to shoot
gonna-
up and block.
It's gonna laser him.
Let's put him before the pit.
Okay. He appears before the pit. He seems fine. The eyes are scanning. They're finding like 5 foot little areas. Don't seem to see him. He seems to stand there, kind of looking. He looks back to the party. Doesn't know how to give a thumbs up with his tiny little 3-pronged hands, but kind of just like a little tiny wave.
Just give him the attack. Just like, what's he doing?
he just
Does anyone have the darkness spell?
Yes, 2 intelligence as T-Rex. He got morphed over
I
there.
got darkness.
He could go charging, but as soon as he kind of like looks away
He
for a brief
immediately runs
moment,
into the pit.
he kind of looks back and waves, and Red, you kind of just give him a motion like go, 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 like go and fight them. He'll go charging. That's gonna bring us into initiative though at this distance, just as a note.
I mean, I can keep vortex warp. I can do that 3 more times. Send some people across.
Good.
Actually, 2 more times I can do it.
Is there no other doorways? Like, there's a door here. Is there a
There's a-
door over here?
No. What you see door-wise is visible to you.
I really feel like maybe it's the 21 HP in me, but I feel like starting combat here is a very big disadvantage, especially because those guys all have fireball, and we're in a room clunked together. But I don't know what these eyes do. I guess maybe the eyes trigger the hit.
He does.
Does anyone have the blindness spell? Can blind the walls.
I know what we could do. It's very low tech. I've got a blanket, and you can just put it over your head and run across.
Put it over.
Can't
Put
see
it over.
them. They can't
Put it
see
over.
me.
Yeah, put it over your head, Mike. That is T-Rex logic. Good old T-Rex logic. Yeah, maybe you could certainly try. See if that works. Maybe if their eyes don't meet you, you don't get whatever happens to you. Maybe.
Does any of our companions have the darkness spell, so we can just walk through the dark through this hallway?
I do not believe so.
Does Tyve have any hunting expertise to avoid wall eyes?
Time suggests we could try stealth. He was like, we could try sneaking past some of them. Maybe not all of them react. That's all. That's his best guess.
Does anyone have a smoke grenade, so we can see if there's like lasers, a
Sorry,
laser grid in this hallway?
Does it?
Hmm?
Do we have mage hand?
Darren might.
At least this should.
Oh, Ecclesias has mage
No.
hand.
There's E.
I have mage hand. Yeah, I do have mage hand.
Okay, I'm gonna go into my pack, and I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out. So I'm gonna pull out a blanket and a tent. And does anyone else have blankets or tents and clothes?
probably have what they
I've
have
got an
on them.
owlbear hide.
I would say
And
they,
I'm just gonna.
they came for combat, so they probably didn't carry too much on them to be light.
Okay, well, I just start use mage hand to like put the like blankets across the wall to cover the eyes
Okay. How many blankets
and
do you have?
tent tarp. I have one blanket
How
and a
about-
two-person tent.
Okay.
How
I
about I
will
just
say...
cast darkness and we all walk together? Unless they're magical eyes. I don't know if they're magical
So
eyes.
you do have darkness.
I do. I
was
said I
my-
had darkness.
Oh my
Oh, let's
god.
just do that then. Instead of starting to set up tents in the hallway.
Okay.
We should do both. Never
So-
to be too safe.
So,
A
Although
blanket
there is a
will cover
T-Rex on the other side.
a blanket will cover a 5 by foot square. The 10-foot, 2-foot person tent, I will say, blocks 3 squares, 3 by 3 squares. But you have to at least put it out there. So mage
And
hand
there
can
are
at least
eyes
do
on
that for
both
you.
sides.
The eyes on both sides, yes.
I don't know enough tents and blankets. That's stupid. We hear like
I-
Fang's up there watching us set up like a
He's
caravan park down there.
he's laughing the whole he's been laughing this whole time, like watching you toil away at it.
I'll cast darkness on my shirt.
Okay.
And then I'll say, everyone hold on. Daddy's here. And I'll walk us all through because I can see in magical darkness.
Okay, so as you drop darkness, I'm gonna put a 15-foot circle on yourself then.
Fang can also see through magical darkness.
You will notice that as it's about to happen, Borrigan as T-Rex gets a little bit bored, sees the party away, feels kind of bad, and you know, may have rolled a -1 on intelligence.
Oh my god.
And decides that he wants to go back
He's-
to his friends.
Okay. So a little problem with that is that I just realized darkness is definitely concentration. So he is no longer a T-Rex.
Okay. Perfect. So
Oh,
that will
the
save
spell
him
slots.
Oh
for
my god, this
now.
is
As he turns back, as he's about to charge forwards into the fray. He is no longer a T-Rex. Yeah, I'm gonna say that as you were casting darkness, he failed that in-save before. So I'm gonna say he gets about halfway in the chamber. Let me actually do this real quick. I'll be nice enough and say that the T-Rex's HP gets dissolved first. So as he gets here, he triggers 2 of the eyes. Not all of the eyes go off, but 2 of them do manage to go off. And that's going to be 2 dex saves real quick as a T-Rex. Good old 4. Good
He
old
rolled that
7.
publicly.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine because it's T-Rex linked to his
Comedic.
access. Yeah.
But this is the guy who's like the most evil of who we recruited and wanted like a 25% cut. So if he's like the meat shield, whatever.
Yeah, well, I was hoping that he would die. I guess he has served a purpose.
All right, the T-Rex
Good job,
form will take
Morgan.
90 damage of force as the eyes go off and blast into him. But he goes back into his normal form. Those 2 eyes dissolve after activating. And he set off 2 of them. And he got a look like, oh, I'm fine. He thinks he just, is immune to force damage now. But he's now a little bit back in the chamber. He set off 2 of the eyes. You get the feeling not all these eyes activate now. Only certain ones. Those 2 didn't seem to be exactly the same in size and type. But not all of them seem to activate, but seem to give the illusion that they could all activate. That's what you learn.
Oh, are there eyes watching this door? Like in this
Yeah.
15
So
square?
all on the right side and then all on the left side.
Oh, okay. If I dispel magic, that's only for like 1 eye.
You'd have to take a gamble and hope that section, that like a 5 foot area of eyes, yeah, would be the ones that would trigger. It'd be a gamble. But everyone does go dark, as that is darkness. You'll notice that
Hey.
Varissa is able to see just fine out of the bunch that can't see. So she'll aid in guiding people as well. And Vorgan's like, "Where'd everyone go? I see giant orb of darkness." And he's waiting.
God, I want to whisper something to him.
Let's double check something. Okay. So,
Let's go, I guess.
Let's go. Whee!
perfect. As you get to here, bring up the party.
Oh god.
You'll notice the eyes do not seem to activate against the darkness. But Fang will kind of stop his laughing and say, you know what? I better be at least wise about this. He'll raise his finger in the distance. You'll see Lycan, as 3 Eldritch Blasts will turn green, light up, and shoot down the way.
God, I should have stood at the back.
E, you, and Vrissa will notice several of the eyes will be turning white and peering, locking onto each of the party members. As he goes for you, E, as the darkness seems to be centered on you. That will trigger combat.
Sorry, what did he do?
He's gonna throw 3 Eldritch Blasts targeting you.
That's motherfucker. Okay. They
I'm
do have
dead.
disadvantage.
That is correct. Let's see. Is it? Let me double check. Displacement cloak, right?
Ignore that. Sorry.
Okay.
I was
Just
trying to
double
click
checking
on
against
floor
True
there.
Sight. I believe that.
Cloak of
There
displacement.
we go.
Let's see.
BRB, just taking my dog out for a piss.
No worries. We can actually take our 10 here before we get into this combat. For your bio as well. So we'll do 37.
Okie doke.
I'm back. Looks like we're on break.
Hi, back.
Lycan's probably dead. You guys might be able to beat this combat, but I think Lycan's GG's. This is it. I've said that a lot of times this campaign, but I think this is it.
Helps to remember when you're double muted. Alrighty. I'm gonna use the green marker just as a note. So I'm just gonna have because the larger initiative size, I'm just gonna have all the knights on the same initiative. Over here. Let me double check. They just rolled that low. Very well.
Oh yeah, remove queen from the initiative accidentally rolled as instead of.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Updated. And that one should be.
Eh.
There we go. That should work. Alright. Then. Here. That is 20, 29, 26. Targeting you, E.
26.
That is 3 attacks hitting you.
Oh, shit. Would shield do anything?
Shield would raise you by 5, which puts you at 19, which will not stop a single one of those, sadly.
I'll take it all.
Alright. One moment then. Because that's going to trigger a few things. So that one's already activated. And it's here. Okay. E, on the first hit, that is 16 force damage. And you are pushed 10
Okay.
feet back.
16.
Nothing. Yep, nothing triggers just yet.
Okay.
But your darkness moves with you.
Yeah, and also, I need to make a con save.
DC 10.
Okay.
You succeed. You're hit again for 7. You're pushed 10 feet. Darren here.
43.
As that happens, Red and Lycan, you are sadly in the lineup with Red and Kia because you're on shoulders at the moment. I need the... Kia cannot survive the deck save because it is half damage.
Ugh.
But I need Red and Lycan to give me a deck save. You remove Kia there.
This dang bird doesn't really get through a lot of encounters.
Not at this level, no. Air effects will
You say
always
deck
get them.
save?
Yep. Alright. You will both take half damage of 49, so it's 24. You're unconscious.
What kind of damage
that's
type?
Lycan.
Force damage.
Oh, okay. Can't absorb that one. Minus 24?
Yep.
That's rough.
And let's see. That should be off. And then... Let's see. That is that. So Lycan goes down. Then this will activate. But there's... No, sorry. Yeah, activate, but no one's visible on that row. And then... E, you were hit one more time for 14.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 10 feet back. That puts Varissa, Adria, and Darren in line for another shot. The 3 of them will do dex saves plus Darren's bonus. It is magical, so they would half as well. That is going to be success, success, success. So they'll take a quarter damage. Which will be 44 down to 22 down to 11. They'll each take 11 damage. Which will eat the temp HP off of the remaining. She goes back to being wounded. And 11 removes her temp entirely. Alright. See, no other eyes seem to activate. E, I need that. Yeah, you already got your con save? There you go. So you maintain
23.
all effects. Yep. Maintain darkness. But as it gets pushed back, it will reveal some of the party members, and some of those lasers will go off, some of them will not. But it does now put the rest of the group in danger zone for any more. For now, Kalor, it is your go.
Okay, question 1 is... Haste still up?
No, the haste would have been gone, because there would have been 10-minute wait. Fang is...
Okay, and I have a feeling that if I do cast haste, this hole is gonna
There we go.
go to share. Damn it. Should've... Okay, let's see.
I'd take a haste, just saying. I know it's risky, but I'd be going right after you.
Well, if it get counterspelled, then
I don't think they can, though. Well, maybe the eyes can. That's true. But it didn't counterspell the T-Rex or the Vortex Ward.
okay. I will haste red.
Do you need to move out of the darkness to do that?
You would
Oh,
have
hang on.
to get out of line. Yep, you're currently blinded.
Oh, I can't see that fucking circle.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
I forgot to tell the teacher that we also had homework to check.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, hang on. I will catch agility, and then Yeah, okay.
Stick your head out.
Cat's agility, make my way out of the darkness, cast haste, give give Darren a kiss on the cheek, and then go back here.
Okay, right on the mask. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then Queen will just make his way up. Sorry,
Queen's a he?
gender fluid. There's gender fluid in her.
That's
What a
the
twist.
lubricant that powers her. Gender fluidity.
Make my way up to Lycan and hang on. No, actually, I can move one more, and then I will do my last repair.
Okay.
Up, and that's all, folks.
Alright, Red.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get myself past this pit. So,
Okay.
That's 30 to there. Oh, first of all, I'll do blade song. So.
Yep.
So I'll get to there. That's 30, and then I get another 10 feet. I was hoping this was a little bit more. I go to there. That's 10.
You notice 2 doors, one on your left, one on your right, and then the pit there. Doors seem to be ceremonial in nature. But you will notice something interesting on each door. It kind of momentarily catches your eye in the darkness with your dark vision, is that they are symbols of Mistra on both those doors.
Okay. And if I cast a spell into there, I'm casting it. The spell won't be going over the pit, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So, so the pit. Hopefully, this is how this geometry works. I will then lay down another sickening radiance in the middle there.
Okay. As you go to cast, let me double check visions.
Please. I'm burning spell slots.
Just double check here. Okay. Arcane Knight will go to counterspell.
Oh, what? I thought I'm out of range of it.
He is 55.
Oh, I don't do that then. I wouldn't have done that. I didn't measure that properly. Am I too late? Well, he counterspells the 3rd level, right? So he's got to beat my DC.
Yeah, he would have to beat your DC. Do you want to commit to it then?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, 14's the DC.
Oh wait, so he has to beat a 14, not my spell save DC.
The level of the spell is how counterspell works.
Oh no, he's gonna beat that easy. Oh, I thought he was. I thought he had to compete with my spell DC. Okay,
No.
Never mind.
Oh, that would make counterspell super difficult.
Well then, if I go back one though, I'm out of his range. But can I get over the pit? I can still get over the pit. Does that work?
Let's see.
Like I'm not casting over the pit. I'm just hitting the corner there. And
Yeah.
he's
So
60 feet. I don't know if 60 is the counterspell distance.
is the distance, correct? Normally.
Maybe I should have gone on this side. Not that way.
You have an Arcane Knight on the other side as well. There's one on the left, one on the right. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm here now.
Okay, just taking the risk.
Well, no, I don't want to take the risk because that's like my last spell slot. So, and he's going to beat that easy. Because they've been rolling over 20 like every single thing they do. So, I mean, can I counterspell his counterspell?
Yeah.
But that's 2 leveled spells in a turn, though.
Counterspell is done as a reaction. Reactions are not considered the same turn.
Okay, yeah, all right, fine. I will use Sickening Radiance there, and I'll see if he beats the 14, and then I've got a counter spell.
Okay. Up here. Okay. $18 would counter, so forcing you to use your reaction.
All right, use my reaction, and then light it up.
Okay.
That's a big area, I think. It's like
Give me 1 second as well.
30-foot radius. Phew.
Alright. They're closer to the water. Heard some dogs fighting, so I make sure that they weren't nearby. Up here. Sickening Radiance. Alright, and then let me double check radius. One more for that. 30, 30, 30.
I want to make sure it's touching the back wall. Like, I know it's 40
Okay.
there, so I'll put as far back as I can, so Fang can't retreat back.
Let me change this over. Square. And green. So like so.
Looks good. Let
Okay.
them chew on that.
And then concentration. Paragon will go.
I get my reaction back at the end of my turn.
At the start of your turn, so it's expended now for
okay.
the entire round. Yep.
All right, get up to the front.
She will probably not be helpful this time around. Yeah, she's gonna hold her action and use that entirely just for movement. She's gonna wait to move alongside Darren and let him take the blast. She does not want to take the blast herself, so she's not gonna get into combat. She'll take the extra time to get there. Vorgan will realize that the fighting is going on behind him and turn around. 20, 5, 40. As he gets to here. So the dash there for now. He'll activate Iron Body for 1 minute. And he gains resistance to all damage. As he steps up there, the statue of the cheetah will make a claw attack at him. As it begins to crumble. That will hit him. $48 radiant down to 24. There's his resistance. That will end Oregon's movement, as it does seem to block movement as it exists, but it seems as though it procs a certain number of times before the statue destroys itself. Fang will start his turn in the Sickening Radiance. Let's see, that is a con save. He will take, let's see, it is a save or suck, so that is a save. So no damage and exhaustion. Fang will reach for one of his several items on his person. He's gonna grab a holy symbol in his one hand and say the word dispel.
I don't even get it to hit the
That's
arcane guys. This is
is
Wizards
going to
suck.
use the item.
Dispel. I'm too far away, aren't I? Yeah, I'm way too far away.
It also goes to the item. He just verbally states dispel. But it's not him casting it per se. That. It does take his action though, so he's not able to do anything else. He's gonna hold there. Arcane Knights, that one's reaction
did it
expended.
dispel the?
Yes, it did
dispelled
dispel.
Oh man, like burned so many spell slots for that.
Let's see. Concentration. Reaction back. That is going to be a barrage at Vorgan. He just happened to be the highest in initiative. There we go. It's 2, 2. Okay. So that's going to be 8 total bolts at Vorgan. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be miss, miss, hit 6 damage, hit 5 for a total of 11 damage, miss, hit 6 more damage, total of 17 damage, hit 7 for a total of 23 damage. Wait, 23 damage after resistance to Vorgan. The knights will see. They're gonna make a nice line here as they move up, using their bonus actions, raising their glaives. That'll end their turn. It is your go.
Okay. God, I wish I had something really good to do here. Unfortunately, these guys really mess up my day. So, well, do we know if these guys can see in darkness?
You know that they can't see invisibility unless it's within a certain range. I'll probably double check. Yeah, they don't see invisibility at all. You do know that. Dark vision,
Okay.
they seem to have been human, but warped by the Medusa's effect. You're not entirely certain.
60 feet. Can you tell me how would hold person interact with this? Like if they can't like see me, it's got verbal, somatic, and material, so they could only hear it. Could they counterspell it?
I believe counterspell requires line of sight. So they don't have it, then they can't. But I can double check.
Thank you.
Are they held
When
with their pikes or their glaives? Is that part of their reactions?
it is not part of, it doesn't consume their reaction, but they consume their bonus action, which opens them up to take reactions when creatures enter
Okay.
ranges. But it doesn't consume their reaction yet. When you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell, so if you're able to see through magic darkness and they cannot, you cast, they can't counter. Regardless of its verbal and somatic on top of that, it has to be visible.
Okay. Then I'm going to each level above second. Let me go way the fuck back here. That sucks. I'll move up just behind Lycan.
Okay.
And how far away are these guys now? Probably 100 feet away. Yeah.
I would say
yeah,
Paragon
yeah.
will also take that opportunity. I would say that she would have held the trigger for Darren or for you to move up here, so she avoids getting blasted, because that would have been what her reaction would have been held for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll move to here with her reaction.
Okay. And then for now, oops, don't do that. This is 120 feet. I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
It's gonna go against the pit.
Wait, what?
It's gonna if it crosses the pit, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh,
Guys, remember we saw the wall shoot up when the spell one tried to go across it. It has seemed to only not react to fangs. Blast went out of the way. But you could try. It could only be leveled spells because you saw Fang go across. It is going to be taking a risk with your character's lack of knowledge in that regard. Maybe it only stops leveled spells from going one way, both ways.
no, it's probably him controlling it. I
It is
don't
it's
have
only a
anything.
cantrip, though. So
Yeah, so I'll attempt to. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy on the side here, I guess.
okay,
Oh,
you can roll because it only counters leveled spells that cross it.
oh, let's go! Dying Whore, darling.
That'll hit. Pushing him back each time.
That'd be 30 feet back. Twice. I'm pushing back twice.
Okay, 20 feet, so 10, 10.
All right, damage.
So 14 on the first, and 16 total from the last two. Okay, applied.
And then that will be my turn.
All right,
Yeah, I used 30 feet.
Darren will go.
Got nothing else to do.
He'll throw a haste on himself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blade Song as well. 6, 7, 8. 10 is 50. 10. He will provoke the lion as he gets to here. Trying to get past it, but runs into it. It'll make its attack against him. That will not connect. It will begin cracking even more. But it's gonna halt Darren there. That'll be his turn. Lycan, death save for me. You're back up with 1.
Baby, let's go.
Bless is gonna be saving you.
Or prolonging my death.
2.
Okay, Jesus
Speaking of which,
Christ.
those blesses are non-concentration, but for 10 minutes. I'm gonna say you guys have a ticking number of rounds remaining of bless on the people who activated from the orb, because those should be coming down since you took this 10-minute short rest.
Probably off by now, yeah, because we took a short rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 extra rounds of bless.
T-wise. Fuck, man. I'm in the darkness, right?
You are in the darkness. Yeah, fix
What
that.
happened to the people who were moving in the outside the darkness? They got lasered.
They got lasered,
Did I see
yeah.
that? If I didn't just get killed before that happened. God. Uh,
But look up here. Yeah, you are darkness right now, though. You are recovered because E moved up, so you could move forwards. The eyes have already gone off. They dissolve once activated, so going forwards, it's safe. Anyone behind, though, if E moves, then could become an issue because there could still be eyes in the back, towards the kind of back of the hallway or front, the entrance. It could still go off, but anything going towards the pit, towards Fang, is already activated from what you've seen.
okay. I feel like I'm probably fucked. Because I don't know if I can get there long enough to have my shit be worth it. So I'm gonna use my action to put healing bandages on Ecclesis, if I can see him in the darkness.
You wouldn't know his relative location. You wouldn't be able to technically see him, but you could feel like you would know that he's there. Like you would see your hands going towards him to do a
I'll
healing
throw
band.
my healing bandages on him.
Okay.
9 healing for Ecclesis.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna bonus action, 2nd level, healing word Ecclesis.
Okay. Now let me double check that one.
That might be sight-based.
Yep, that's why I'm gonna double check it because hands I would say you can get the bands on because that's a physical interaction, but I do believe. Let me double check that you can see within range. Correct. You would not be able to.
Never mind then, I'm gonna do it to myself.
Okay.
Fucking typical. That's what, 10 healing?
Yep. But healing is healing.
And I'm gonna move up to the edge of the darkness.
All right. Seraphine.
I'm sorry, who? Who's that?
Someone. Oh, to do.
Didn't I see that person in the initiative order before?
See. What she will do. One, two, three, four. She'll move here. That'll be her turn. So you saw this individual moving past Red. And then kind of clipping out of your view behind the cover of the wall slightly.
Did that person look like undead?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It'd be an undead similar to stories of a Death Knight. That's what it looks like. Adira will go, taking the opportunity to move through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with her boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. She's gonna play it safe after she saw E get kind of knocked back, technically, as the darkness moved around. And she's gonna not get over the pit. She's gonna activate her rage. She ends up 10 feet within the creature's range. That's gonna burn the last hit of the cheetah guardian. She did luckily rage beforehand. Let's see. That'll turn out to be 20. At half. Cheetah statue's gone, no longer blocking view. She's close to staggering though. Alpha will go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12, 60. Bonus action dash. 1, 2, 3. He'll move over here to get into cover. Velros. 1, 2. Let's see. What did he do? Yeah, let's move down. 1, 2. The same as Seraphine. Not gonna do anything else. Tive will go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Use the opportunity to dash. That'll be his turn. Top of the turn order, 2 rounds remaining on Bless from my item. Kalora, you go.
Okay. I am gonna slowly make my way forward. Can't really do anything from here. I'll hold. I mean, I'd say I'll hold my action, but like, I don't think anything's gonna come.
You
Just
could
attack.
dash to get closer up for next time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Why did I forget about this simple action? Okay, yeah, dash. There we go. Then Queen. I will leave there. Actually, I would dash, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave here.
Perfect. Red reactions back. Let's see.
Okay, are these
Think
are
what
these
happens.
guys? They're not undead or anything. These guys, right?
No. They're animated.
Okay.
Technically.
I'm gonna use the abyssal gem. So use a item ability to dominate one of them.
Okay. Using dominant person. Grab here.
So wisdom save DC 19.
Okay. That is a 21 on save.
Oh, can I barbs it?
You could. Let's see.
I'll barbs him.
They might respond to that though, but they'll be burning higher. It's gotta go. It could go to a counter spell war actually. Let's see.
I don't have any spell slots to do that. I'm only on level 1 slots now.
No. So he will go to counter to protect himself. That's gonna. And then Darian will go to counter him, and then another one will go to counter Darian.
So does that mean it doesn't go off, does it?
It doesn't go off, but it consumed 2 of their 3rd levels for 1 of your for Darian's 3rd level and your 1st level, and then your casting of the item's ability.
Not a trade-off. Not a good trade-off. Okay. I'm just gonna open this door.
Okay. You see a coffin dedicated to it looks to be a soldier of Mystra that is opened and empty.
Okay, I'll look into the. I know I've already used my action, but can I just look? Or I'm not like gonna find
Sure.
anything. Just want to see what's in.
Okay. You will notice something is written in Celestial upon it.
Am I able to read it?
Let's check. Do you have Celestial? No, we have
I have
He's
Decent.
got
Helm
the
of
helm.
Comprehend Languages.
Oh, you do. So yes. Valros, the first blade of Mystra.
But it's empty.
It's empty. But you have seen
Okay.
undead just walking around recently.
Right. So I'll take a point of exhaustion and, as my bonus action, activate Spirit Shroud. Whilst putting my hand on the coffin.
Let's see. Spirit Shroud applied, exhaustion marked. And we'll take that on your token, on your sheet. Adds 1 level. There you go.
Oh, and then, sorry, I was on mute. I said
Hmm?
I cast a spell touching the coffin. I'm not sure if it did any special Mystra stuff.
Oh,
But,
it didn't seem to do anything.
and then I will back out of the chamber and just get to the corner there after the spell's gone.
Okay.
That's my turn because my familiar is dead.
Okay. Grab here. Let's see. At the end of your turn, Fang's gonna use a legendary action. And blast Borgin. One, two, three. 11, 8, 11. That could be resisted, so 5, 4, 5, 14. But Borgin goes falling as he is knocked back into the pit. Brissa will go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6. She will dash, but not get herself revealed after watching what happened to Vorgan. Let's see, at the end of her turn, Trish will also do the same. Let me grab here Edmeth. Sure, is everything turned on? Yes, that's on, that's on, that's on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Only one of those is going to hit Darren, pushing him back 10 feet. As it will go back to Fang's turn, he'll replenish those. He will... Let's see. Up here. Wow, I see, that's why that doesn't make sense. That's what I'm missing. Okay. That's gonna be Darren again on his turn. He'll laugh and say, "Watch them all fall," and he'll blast him 3 times. Just missing twice. 24 thanks to Aaron's Blade Song and Haste stacked. Will just miss twice, otherwise it would have knocked him into the pit, as then his laughing turns into a snarl as he seems displeased. He did not connect. As Arcane Knight's turn will go. Let's see. I'll have to step away for just a second real quick, and then I'll play their turns. One moment. Alright, just had to answer my wife's question real quick. All good. Arcane Knights are gonna go. Yeah, they will go and confront. Now that the cheetah's down. Moving here. Burning sorcery points for their combo attack. Glaive normal. Glaive advantage. Glaive normal. 2 sorcery points expended. Just for a second. There we go. Mark that. And then that is hit, half damage, no damage on the lightning. Hit again, no damage on the lightning, half damage. Then hit, half damage, not on the lightning. So he goes for a deer and realizes after his 3 attacks that she does not take any lightning damage, so he only gets 10 damage at resistance from his piercing, 2 from the fire, but gets 11 damage on Varissa from the green flame blade jumping over. And that will be him. Number 2 is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is not in range, so he's gonna use Elemental Bolt as a supernatural. And let's see, good old Tive is gonna get targeted. Tive will be hit twice for 12 damage. Doing 3 into his health, and removing the bit of temp he had left over. 3 will go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moves up to Darren and goes after him. Doing the sorcery point combo that they do. So, booming to a normal grants advantage on the second attack, and then normal. He will miss the booming, hit with the advantage, and the second attack at normal will also connect. That's going to be 18, 27, 40 damage to Darian. He's not wounded yet. 4 gains his reaction back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goes up towards Adira. But we'll go after Varissa after noticing his ally fail. Normal. Advantage. Normal. Does not hit Varissa, so he thinks Varissa's gonna be a better option, but he doesn't even land a hit on her. So doesn't get any damage at all. And then E.
Sorry, I was talking to my wife. What was that?
Arcane Knights have just gone. Darian got hit for 40. Adira got hit for 10 after resistance. One moved up, shot Tive for 12 damage. The last one tried to hit Varissa, but couldn't hit her.
Okay. So I'm going to move up 30 feet. Let me just measure real quick. This fucking pit. This wall here. Move up to that corner, I guess. Unfortunately, I can't do what I want to do. So I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Who have I hit last time? This guy, I assume, right?
Yes, you are correct.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Sorry, character sheet's having troubles. There we go.
Okay.
And blam. Blam.
That'll hit.
Definitely misses.
No, that would just connect.
Blam.
That would connect, but he is going to respond with a shield. Bringing him up to a 22.
Classic. Okay. Then that's my turn.
Darren will go. Gains his reaction. He'll look down to the pit and look to the others. We must either get into the room or get these ones to the sides of it. This room. And he is going to just go for the one in front of him for now. See what he can do after he gets his combo off. So let's grab here. Booming. 1, 2. Okay. Arcane Knight will shield to stop 2, but gets hit by the other 2. Big blade was on that one, so it's gonna be 14, 25, 32, 44, 46 damage. Will almost wound the Arcane Knight. 1, 2. Since the Arcane Knight did use his shield, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, so that way he doesn't leave the range of the other knights. And get out of range of Fang. Ending his turn. Let's see. Fang's gonna burn a legendary at the end of his turn. Kalor. You notice the kind of flash of the eyes, kind of peering through the darkness, locking onto you. He's gonna go for you. 1, 2, 3. That is 22, dirty 20, and 23. All 3 connect. That is
Okay.
17, 17, 14. So 34, 48 damage. And that'd be 3 DC 10s. You're pushed 30 feet back.
Just 3 con saves.
Yep.
But. Ooh.
Okay.
Let's go.
One more.
Flash of Genius.
Okay. You'll maintain haste. Or the flash. Lycan. Eldritch Blast just whizzing by, striking. You can hear Kalor kind of get pushed past you, as you can hear is reacting to this impact. As you barely holding yourself.
Fuck me. What a fucked up day. Um. Alright, I'm gonna move out. 10,
Okay.
15, 25. That's 30. 35. Can still see Fang. Let me just measure a bit.
Just the map here.
95 feet. Let me just look at some spells. Does Fang have counterspell? Did we confirm that in our last fight with him?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the range of counterspell? 120.
No. 60 normally.
60. Okay. Well, these 2 guys are still within.
Yep.
That sucks. That That really sucks. Fang could still attack me from this POV, right? Because I can still see him, so you can still see me.
That would be a good assumption.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. I'm going to cast... I'm gonna cast Hold Person on number 3.
Okay. Let's see.
Actually, am I gonna do that? Sorry, bear with me.
No worries.
Actually, I'm gonna cast Silence in the middle of these guards. So 20-foot radius.
Okay. In response, you'll start another counterspell war.
On the first counterspell, I will counterspell.
It is across the pit.
Across the pit. What? Shit. Never mind.
But it will go from the one on the top, targeting you. Darren will respond to that one. He'll turn from the one underneath of him to turn to Darren's counterspell to counter it, to resolve the counterspell to go through. So all of their reactions are now burned. They have now burned their 3rd levels.
Can I
Yeah.
spend a point of exhaustion to spend a lucky? Can I do that for them? Or is that doesn't work on counterspell?
It wouldn't work on counterspell, no. It would work on attack rolls against
Damn.
you.
Yeah, that's right.
The only way you could affect the dice
Fuck.
the other way would be like a portent dice. That'd be a divination wizard though.
Red's already spent his reaction. This chick can't counterspell.
No. Marshall.
Fuck. Alpha doesn't have a scroll in there.
He does
His
not.
pockets.
Hey, he has a scroll, it's not a counter spell though. That's his last resort type of scroll.
Probably blur or some bullshit.
Mm.
Alright, well. I can't heal for bonus action.
What I've taken away is spells are completely useless in this fight with these enemies. You just get getting completely locked down. Like unless you're casting something on yourself, like don't bother.
The initiative also sucks because I'm always after them, so they'll always get their reactions back by the time my turn comes.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would just get up there and start shoving them into the pit.
The initiative rolled out to be kind of the worst position.
Because you can grapple, right? You can just grab one and throw them in.
You can do a grapple. You can also do a special attack of a shove. Either one could attempting to get the job done.
Yeah, well, I've got the glaives is all, and I've got such small health. Oh,
They don't have sentinel, though, do they?
They have something like sentinel if they use their bonus action to hold their weapon up.
Oh, but they don't get to attack you as you come in close to them.
Only if they use their bonus action to do that. But they've already burned. They've been burning their bonus actions to get their combo with their
Yeah, all their reactions are
points.
burned. If you're gonna try to throw someone in, now's the time.
well, that's because of my action. Now their reactions are burned.
Correct. So mainly you're just looking at movement.
Yeah, I think I'm out of movement too. I think that's
Okay.
it. That's me.
Be it then. Heard. End of turn. Who does Fang go for? E, he's gonna hit you twice. No, he'll hit Tive twice, hit you once.
Wonderful.
Let's see. So first two rolls.
Disadvantage.
Okay. You'll notice with the eye glow hitting you, E, that it seems as though you've been hit a few times to realize his shot has not gone towards the illusion once. From your cloak of Displacer Beast.
Shit. Understood.
That is going to be a 21 to hit you. And then
Nothing for that.
Tive got critted, so that's going to be some necrotic damage. Additional. So that's going to be 17, 22, 31 total damage to Tive. It's pushed into the wall. You get pushed by 10 feet as well, E, for the 13 damage you take.
Okay.
And then that's gonna be number 2. Seraphine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moves to here, doesn't do anything else for now. She's gonna go reckless, striking the one in front of her. And then 38. Con save for both of them. Alright. This one gets knocked back into that one. That one gets knocked back 10 feet. We'll take 12 damage. And additional one would have taken 9, 12, 20, 33 damage. Okay, almost wounded. She will, while raging, seem to seem somewhat of her level-headed. She will not step forwards. Actually, no, she will step forwards, but she will step forwards like so, getting herself here. So if she does get targeted, it can't knock her back into the pit. And then bonus action, take a charge of a potion. $15 healing for her. Alpha will go. He's gonna sneak in here. Using Trickster's Blade. He's gonna connect. Applying disadvantage on 2 of these creatures' attacks for their first attack. Dealing some psychic damage to each one of them. And then he's gonna step back, because they don't have the reactions, as his slippery self would always do. Delrose will 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow the same as Seraphine. Move to there and then turn. Tive will go. 1, 2, 3, 5. And 6. Longbow twice. That is 25 plus 8, 33 damage, putting that one that was nearly wounded staggering. Top of the turn order, Kalor. This is the last round of Bless for those who have Bless applied. Reaction is back. Another tick of rage is down. Here it may go. Take a first cast.
Shite. Okay, I will dash.
Okay.
Okay, and then Queen will go up. Okay, will. Just. It's just gonna be here for support, but. Nah, I'll put it over here. Go for the wounded one.
Okay.
Force the power to win. If this wants to go through, it will. There we go.
Alright. Hitting, sorry, this one correct? The one that's lower?
Yeah.
Okay. A damage heard. He is close to death's door.
Okay, red.
Alright. Let's see.
Hello.
And reaction's back. There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna get to the here, 20 feet. Oh, where's the dude? Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay. All these guys' reactions are burned, so I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay, I will remind
Because this is like a heightened platform, right?
not on a platform. There's just the kind of little like in the ground contraption that's dedicated there. Teleportation still hasn't seemed to work, but Vortex Warp did work now, so maybe. But it is a risk, so just so you know. You have
Misty
seen it
Step.
work recently. Okay, Misty Step. That succeeds.
Well, okay. So I'll go the full 30 feet.
Alright. You see the
here.
2 undead Death Knights staring at you.
I'm gonna get totally my ass kicked up here. So there, and I have another 20 feet of movement. So I'll move up another 20 onto the ominous-looking thing in the floor. Okay, and I still can't get to him. Let me guess, these Death Knights. Yeah, perfect. They can just close it and kill me instantly. So I'm going to take out. What do I have? I'm going to take out Blossom's End.
Okay.
And I'm going to Ruby Strike. Once per short rest, you can Magic Missile at first level without expending a spell slot. I'll Magic Missile. Bang.
Okay. Thing will look as you use the magic missile. He sees it coming. He doesn't use his reaction. He'll just laugh. And he'll say, "Leave it to forgotten agents of Mystra to kill the current one." And he just starts laughing as he lets the magic missile hit him.
What is it? 4d4, 3d4?
3d4 for first level. Yep.
And then I get +3 on that 1 point of radiant on each bolt. So
yep. So technically,
takes 11.
6 total because it's 3d4 plus 3 for first level, but technically it's +2 on each of those bolts.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it'd
see.
be
All right.
3d4 plus 6, so 14 damage.
All right. Well,
I'll take it.
14 damage is 14 damage.
Yep. You have at least.
I won't say
scratched
anything
it.
back to that.
Alright. At the end of your turn, he's gonna use his last legendary. That's in your turn, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. At the end, he's gonna use the last legendary action to cast a cantrip. Eldritch Blast targeting you. see. That is a 24, 21, and 22. So 24 just connects.
I'm going to shield.
Okay. That'll bring up to 29.
Yep. So
Okay. Barissa will go. And let's see. She'll take the opportunity to follow Adira's movement. Start trying to take down these knights. Let's see. She'll go 1, 2. She'll move to take this one first. Let's see her first ability. She gets a 1. Where is her? There she is. So that she's healing that she doesn't need right now. Alright. 1, 2. She gets once with her Chaos Blade, misses with the other one. Let's see. I think the first one might just be enough. That is, yep, 25. She kills the first one. Second one is going to be... grab here, 27. Isn't enough to kill this one, but it gets him staggering. 2, 3. She's gonna put herself around here, giving Queen the next boot if the knight doesn't get, if the knight gets booted into the pit, and it's gonna be her turn. Borgin is going to yell back up from the ground below the pit and say, "I'm coming!" As he is climbing his way out of the pit.
I just know I wrote him off as dead.
Yep. Good old Relentless. When he's reduced to 0, he gets back to 1 HP, as long as it doesn't double his maximum health. So he survived that very deadly fall. Just needs to give me an athletics again to see how much he's climbing.
He'll be back in 10 turns.
Let's see. Technically, she need to grab a calculator. Double check. You know, he might be back before the combat ends. Maybe. Fang.
Just back in time to get his 25% cut.
Exactly. Let's see. Fang will go. And it'll say, "Hasn't being too brazen punished you enough, Little Red?" As he raises his hand with the same item he used a second ago. And say, "Dispel," as he targets you.
Oh man, gonna end me as a spell. Okay, well, is he trying to end the simulacrum?
You don't get affected in that regard. He's targeting you, so any spell that is on you, based on its level,
Cough dispel. I mean, cough off haste.
haste.
Oh, I'm not hasted. Am I hasted?
Yeah, I hasted you.
Yeah, you were hasted by Bran. Yeah.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know I was hasted. I could have made it up to him. I thought Darren was hasted.
No, Darren is hasted, but he hasted himself because you asked, Kalor to haste you this time, and he said, "Okay."
But
I'll
during
haste
Kalor's
you.
turn, oh no, I heard haste Darren. So I've just been playing as if
No,
I've not
I
been
kissed
hasted.
I kissed Darren on the cheek.
That's what I
Jokingly.
thought the haste was. Oh, I've not been playing as
I
if
said
I've been
it.
hasted.
I've
I've only taken one action.
Okay. I will say that you are not hasted then. And I will say that Kalor then... Because otherwise it would go back too many rounds in combat.
I
Oh,
just
I know, I
ran out,
moved
gave
him-
him a
I-
kiss on the
I've been
cheek, and
using-
just ran back
I-
into the darkness.
No, I misheard. I did not know I was hasted.
No worries.
Oh.
Yeah, because now it's just gonna be too punishing for you because you didn't even get a chance to play back, but we'd have to go too many rounds back. I'm gonna say that so you don't get punished from the dispel on the haste. I'm gonna say that it's on Darren, and Darren just didn't burn his 3rd level to haste. That way, at least you don't get ganked this next turn, because losing this haste is gonna be the big issue for you. So we're gonna say that that doesn't resolve and say it's on him.
Yeah, because you double your movement, right? Yeah, I would have been on him.
It doubles your movement and gives you that one extra potential attack or dash that you can use.
Yeah, I've not been doing that, so.
Yep. So with that in mind, yeah, you would have to go back 2 rounds of combat because you would have 2 rounds of being hasted. You could have repositioned, done more things. So
Yeah, that's all right. I mean,
I'm gonna say
I mean-
Kalor. You still have your haste on him. I'm gonna give Darren back a 3rd level. But he will then just use the dispel on the item to get rid of your shield. Because it was gonna get rid of shield and the haste on you, but now it'll just get rid of shield.
well, I'm also spirit shrouded.
That is true. It would get rid of Spirit Child.
Okay.
Because it is 3rd. Alright, so it raised the item. You dispelled your shield and your shroud. Hunter, the haste is on Darren instead. Fang will. He'll step back 1 step as he's laughing, but he won't step back towards the door. Oh, not that. There we go. Should have been there. And then, let's see. That'll be his turn. On the bright side, that would have actually the haste would have actually probably made things a lot worse for you because the combo, but it's all good. Reaction back. Arcane Knight. It will go for Adira and then 1 at Queen. So sorcery points 2. Green Flame Blade. Glaive normal, glaive advantage, glaive normal. Only hits Adira with the 1st attack, so that's going to be 4 resisted and then fire, so that's gonna be 8 total. She's immune to the thunder. Passes the 5 damage over to Queen with Green Flame Blade. And then hits Queen at 15 for 22. So that'd be a total of 22 plus 11 with fire would be 33 damage.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Queen is down. That will end that one's go. Goes over to 2. Regains reaction. Gonna do the same combo on Adira. Gonna bring flame towards Varissa this time. Smart. She had 4 sorcery points expended. And then Green Flame Blade. Glaive normal. Glaive advantage. Green Flame Blade's gonna miss. Crit on the 2nd attack and miss on the 3rd. But it is, while it is a crit, that lightning damage does nothing anyway, so that's only going to be 14 damage. That is resisted down to 7. So not that much, not scary of a crit as it could have been. Number 4 regains his reaction. And is going to go for Varissa. using 2 sorcery points. That's gonna be his first 2, and that one use 2. And do the same combo, but just all on her. Green Flame Blade still going. Normal. Advantage. Normal. All 3 are gonna connect. So 6 damage over to Adira. That'll put her almost staggering. And then that's going to be 17, 25, 40, 48, 57 damage to Varissa. That'll just injure her, but she's not close to wounded yet. That'll end the night's go. E, it is your go.
All right. I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I think 30. How's that looking? Okay. I'm going to upcast Hold Person to 5th level on the remaining guys.
Okay. They cannot see you, and you're past the pit. .22 on the first.
Barbs.
Third. .21 on the reroll.
Fuck.
9 fails in the middle. 21 on the third. 1 is held personed.
Oh my god, dude. Okay.
Darkness
Spells don't
would
stick.
end.
You gotta just.
Yeah, darkness
We're learning
ends.
lessons hard way.
And then I'm going to give advantage to where's Red?
Red's all the way up there.
He's way up there.
Darren. Darren
Okay.
gets advantage.
Sure. Darren has advantage, noted. And then that is end of turn?
Yep.
Alright. 1 cantrip, red, targeting. That will be 3 misses. Didn't roll higher than a 6 there. Darren will go. He'll move up. Use advantage on the first. Green Flame Blade that. Okay. And where's Green Flame Blade? Oh. There we go. That'll hit. 27, 30. Okay. That kills the one in front of him. Passing 12 fire damage to the one that is hold personed.
Ending his hold person.
Nope, that's the one in the middle that's hold personed.
Oh, okay. Good, 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 good.
That's right, yeah, he used the advantage on the one that he doesn't have it on, then he's gonna move up and attack at advantage against the one he does have hold person on. And those are also considered criticals. If it's within 5 feet, if I remember correctly, because they're paralyzed. Go up here. Let me see. Double check here. Paralyzed for the duration. I might be thinking of something else. else. Yep, critical hit within 5 feet. So all those attacks you just hit are going to be critical. You get 3 attacks against him. So 68 additional damage. 40 additional damage from that. Okay, 31, 48, 50, 58, 70, 92 damage with 3 critical hits because of the paralyze. Now you will lose hold person because he just took his head off. Thanks to your hold person.
Nice.
And then Darren will complete his movement 1, 2, 3 to move over to here to get into cover. And that will end his turn. Lycan.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to swing a punch at this guy.
Okay.
Just a normal punch.
Go for it. That'll go to hit. He will use his reaction. Let's see, actually, 19. That'll be up to 21 with gang up. Yep, he'll shield just to prevent that one from hitting. Bring his arm class to 22 with shield.
Fucking. That's his reaction, right?
That is his reaction, yep. So you're not going to be able to counterspell for the rest of the round.
Okay. Can you move through enemy spaces?
Nope. You can move through allies at difficult terrain.
Right. Okay. Where was I? Was it here? Here.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
15.
Yep, 3 spaces so far.
It's difficult terrain with allies.
Mhm.
20, 25, 30. I may as well swing my second attack. Alright, I'll go fuck myself.
In a turn? Or does your
bonus action?
Yeah.
That's an action. Alright. I will spend a key point and summon my astral arms. Can I do that bonus? Or is that
Yep.
action?
Let me just I'll check. I think it's a bonus. But I could be wrong. Grab here.
Yeah, I might be wrong on that.
Astral Arms. It's a bonus action, yeah.
Alright, well I'll summon that and then get him to make dex save.
That's a 6. He fails. Takes damage.
Is it 2d8?
Yep.
Oh my god.
1 high, 1 low. That is close enough to get him to wounded.
How much was that? That's 35, I think.
You see the 2 Death Knights now looking at you as well as you step into the room.
Is this a
Just put
wall?
yourself
Why have
between
to
the
go-
2 undead knights.
So they,
I could
it's
do
just
this.
it's dynamic lighting that just clipped a little bit too far. You can step here.
Okay. So I can step. I just want to get
Yes.
out of the way of the Eldritch Blast. So he
Fair
doesn't
enough.
shoot me down the.
You just walk
into
right
the
into a Death
bodies.
Knight, though.
Everyone's a Death Knight to Lycan, to be real.
Fair enough.
These guys haven't done anything. Well, this is the first time I'm seeing them, but they haven't done anything this whole combat, right?
No, they've been
standing
just.
here.
I mean, they've been slowly creeping forwards. They haven't done anything yet, though.
Well, so I guess it's just he can still just kill me with the Eldritch Blast anyway.
All right, and then end of your turn.
Hang on, let me.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I can't get back anyway. All right, I'm gonna stay here. Fuck it, we ball.
All right. He sees a much more appetizing target than you now that, and red for the matter, as he'll burn his second usage to target Adira now that there's some bodies now no longer in the way. She recklessly attacked, so that's advantage. That's gonna be a crit. Yep, crit on the first. And then 2 hits. Well, it's also gonna be 6 damage, 1d6, 1d10 additional from that. Just from that, so it's gonna be 11, 23, 9. Alright. Adira gets pushed over the edge. Into the pit.
There, no.
As Adira goes falling. Seraphine will see the two of you. Let's grab here. Yes. Okay, here, fix that. One, two, three, four, 5. She'll move up to you. She's going to cast a spell targeting you, Red, as she approaches. Of hold person. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, Red.
No, I'm done. Nope. I'm done.
Alright, you are paralyzed. That'll be your turn. That's a fall. You hear Vorgan say, "Oh, climb down." He's gonna go back for Adira. Awful will go. Sneak in, go for his setup. 1, 2. He's gonna deal 13 psychic damage, which isn't much, but he gets to apply 2 attacks of disadvantage on the Arcane Knight. He's a slip away. Yes, he does. Velros is going to go. And as he looks towards you, Lycan, you'll see a spirit shroud coalesce. So that would be...
Seems a little unnecessary.
Oh, probably.
He doesn't need that.
He doesn't need that big stick. He just need a tiny stick. Why did he have a big stick? Why? He doesn't need a
He's
big
only
stick.
got 11 HP. He doesn't need another D8 on top of his damage. Unless he does like 1d2 damage.
So spirit shroud mark there. He is going to hit at 29 to hit.
Jesus
is-
fucking Christ. Does anything hit under 20? No one rolls under 20 anymore these days.
They've not won several times. They roll low. Just this is 18 plus mod. But with that, that is
I don't
unconscious
suppose
for
I can
you.
take a point of exhaustion to get a luck point back.
No, you could.
I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
And I'm dead anyways.
It does still get its modifier, but you get to reroll that 1d20, see if you can get lower than its roll. That 1d20.
Roll on that one. Oh,
17 will not hit.
I'm alive.
You're alive. That was its first attack.
Oh my. That gets me every time.
It gets a second time, a 17. Got another 6. Its last attack, though, even lower, 14. You will evade all 3 attacks thanks to using Lucky. But you take that 1 point of exhaustion.
Where do I mark that on my sheet?
It should be in the bottom. I think you might have to turn out the exhaustion tracker, though, if it's
Yep.
not there already.
There it is. Disadvantage
Perfect.
on ability check.
Yep.
Great.
Let's see. Tive is gonna step to get in longbow. You know, Tive, the real, the real hero.
I will always believe in him, no matter what.
He did just kill the Arcane Knight.
If there are 0 TIE fans in the world, I am dead.
He's gonna step back over and get into cover as a true hero. As that's gonna end his turn. At the end of his turn, last legendary, red, targeting you. That only gets the critical if it's within melee range, so it just gets the advantage. That is 27 force damage. Now, as a note, hold person does incapacitate you. That affects any of your other abilities that are on you. There you go here. So that will end Blade Song. So note. And then it says 27. Okay. I think that's him reconnecting here. Yeah.
Sorry, my connection got really bad. I just had to reset.
No worries. I assume so. I applied 27 damage for you, and I also took off your Blade Song as a note.
Oh, is it drop blade song? The whole. Oh shit! I'm totally.
Hold person paralyzes you, and paralyzed creatures are incapacitated, and incapacitation ends
Right.
Blade Song, just like it does concentration.
Okay.
But that was the last legendary before Kalor's turn. It's top of the turn order. If anyone still has Bless, do you turn that off? Because that is now over from the orb. Kalor.
Yeah. Okay. And then, oh yeah, that's just enough. Seraphine time. Gonna shoot her.
Okay. That'll connect.
Nice.
Make her
And that
drop
would-
concentration.
Sorry, Red. No can do.
Let's see. Yeah. And just as a note,
First one hit.
because she is holding a very big shield, unlike her other, that is a just hit for clarification. 24 as a note. 9 damage. Con save. Yeah, 10. Not gonna put on the likely boat. No, she maintains concentration.
And then I will kill wound second level. Oh no, hang on, that's action. No, I
That's
thought I had
actually
bonus action.
healing.
on.
Healing
Never
word
mind.
would be the one.
Yeah. Okay. Crying myself in this corner.
If you have a potion though, you can
Have
potion
fun,
yourself.
Red. No, I think I've used all my potions.
Gonna move these just out of view here. Visibility's sake. And then red. Let's see. Grab here. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, let's do it. It's okay. Wisdom save is like my kryptonite. No. And with the bless down, it's just not likely.
Correct, but that'll hold you there. Let's see. Varissa will go. She looks down towards the pit, sees the other two of them going down there, realizes that it's either her or Kalor, and she's very self-interested. She's gonna get around the corner. One, two, three, four, five. She'll make her way around here and help you out, Lycan. Say 1d6. Oh, she regains some health. And then Chaos Blade, Chaos Blade. Blade of the Shifting Veil. She will hit that creature only one time. No, with gang up twice. And 1d6. Force damage, okay. 27. 30. 57 damage. That's going to be 20, sorry, DC 15 and DC 13 on the con saves. Success on the first. And just passes on the second, maintaining Spirit Shroud. At 13. That'll end Varissa's go. Borgin is gonna climb down instead of climb up to get to Adira. Fang will go. And he'll say, Seraphine, be a doll and deal with that one. As he looks over to you, Kalor. Goes to go blasting. Let's see. That is going to be 27 on the first hit. For 10 damage, pushing you back 10. And then that will be... Actually, that is magic damage. That is only 5 damage to you, Kalor, because you're within Dara's aura. DC 10 concentration, though. And then the next attack is a 14. Just missing. And then a natural 1. As you look, one strike would have been enough to put you over the edge. You maintain concentration on haste. As Fang will snarl angrily, but it will end his turn regardless. E. There you go.
All right. I'm going to move 30 feet over this way. I'll position. Nah, I feel like that's a bad place to be. That puts me. Oh wait, I'm flying. You can't knock me into the pit unless he
Yeah.
kills me.
Unless he knocks you unconscious, yep. You're otherwise fine.
Uh, shit. Away. Okay. Kalar, do you need healing?
He is on death's door. In terms of health.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna come over right in front of him. Pray. Okay, and then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him at 5th level.
Okay. Very
That's a lot.
nice. 34.
All right, and then I'm going to. I'm gonna have to pass.
Alright. And then that's 34 to you, Kalor, depending on what your limit is as well.
It's only 16 from max, so 34 was it?
Yep, so you're perfectly fine. You can take all 34.
Damn.
That'll put you out of wounded as well.
Yippee!
Some 8s in there, very nice. Darren will go. He will... get to here. And then you're incapacitated, that won't get flanking in your gang up, so just go here. He is gonna try to take down Seraphine. Booming. Hellfire. He will connect only one time, just missing his second of 4. But he does get a crit. So he's gonna burn his last 5th level spell slot to Divine Smite. On that crit, so 6d8 turns into 12d8. And that is going to turn out to be 8. Grab a little calculator here just to be on the safe side. $97 damage, so a good old
Oh my God.
48 DC. To maintain that whole person. Gonna say not happening. So
Good natural
97
20.
damage.
Even if you nat 20, could you keep it?
No. That 20 doesn't apply to
Right.
saving throws. So she will lose that whole person. The only way you could technically succeed something like that, even if the DC was like 1,000, is legendary resistance says you could choose to succeed. It doesn't matter what the result is, it just says that you choose to succeed. Something like that would work, but anything else really doesn't. So you're no longer hold personed.
How has she not been deleted?
97 damage is enough to kill her.
Oh, right.
It's not enough to put her in wounded yet either, but she's close to wounded. And that one Darren's turn, because that was the only hit that he got through. Lagan.
Okay. Nah, he's still got spell slots. How does the jumping rules work?
Depends on what type of jump you're trying to do.
Because it says here if I use Step of the Wind, my jump speed is doubled. My jump distance is doubled. What does that mean? How much is my base jump?
What's your strength
Is
score?
it just 10 feet? My strength is 15.
15. So with a 15 in strength plus Monk's Step of the Wind, your long jump is 30 feet. So if you get a running jump and then jump, it's 30. If you're jumping straight up, your high jump's 10 feet off the ground. And you can reach and grab something 19 feet off the ground, or round it up to 20 feet off the ground.
Okay, and for Stunning Strike, if I've already used a key point that turn as a bonus action, can I use another key point for Stunning Strike?
Yeah. You can burn all your key points in
Alright.
one turn, technically. If you just burn all in the Stunning Strike, you could go through all your key points.
Yep. Alright, I'm burning one for Step of the Wind.
Okay.
So I can move without provoking this guy.
Okay.
Then I'll move my full movement. 1, what was it? 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Then you say I have 30 feet jump?
30 feet with a running jump, yeah, which you can maneuver because you're already running.
Alright, I'm gonna jump next to Fang.
Okay.
Since I have my astral arms, I'm gonna punch him as my action. And if I hit him, I'm gonna stun his ass.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And 8 will
Not
do
like
it.
this. Please, dice gods. Wait, that's not astral. Can I re-roll that?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Thank you. That's miss as well, I imagine. All right,
Yep.
last
But
one.
That would have counted as your first attack, though. Yep. So you have one more. A 12 will miss. Yep.
Oh my god, the dice god
Natural
said,
one
"Fuck you, like
opposed
him,
to-
eat shit, motherfucker." I'm dead.
All right, that'll end your turn.
My whole plan, fucking ruined. Yeah, that's me.
At the end of your turn, Fang will look and go, "Ah!" Valiant effort, and he'll use disadvantage. But he will fire 3 Eldritch Blasts point blank at you. It's a legendary action.
As a free action, I kick him in the balls.
You certainly attempt to, but you get blown back as 26 at disadvantage will be the last one, as the other 2 will miss. Thanks to disadvantage, that is 15 damage.
Yeah, and Lycan is gone.
As you go to kick on the balls, you get blasted back, knocked prone and unconscious.
That
Lycan's
would've been
last
so cool
action
if
was
that
to kick
had
him in the
worked.
balls.
If that had worked, I would, and him being stunned, that would have
that'd
been
be how you
huge.
stun. That'd be how you stun him. You do kick straight to the balls. The stunning strike. That would do it. Seraphine will go. Let's see. She will turn her attention towards Darren after that. And go after him with 3 attacks. Let's see. Double check here. Guess we're using this one. Okay. Yeah, no, she will go for... Yeah, 3 long swords targeting him. Oh, well, she's about ready to crit back at him. It's gonna be... Grab here. As she goes and strikes at him with a critical attack plus the 2 other attacks that connect. He will throw a shield to stop the second one, but is hit by the third attack. He is on death's door. After he takes 80 damage. As Red, you kind of regain your focus as you're no longer paralyzed by hold person, as you see Darren was the one who had broken it after a large radiant strike, but he gets retaliated by Seraphine and put on death's door. With that, Adira is there. Okay, let me do that real quick. Okay, it's gonna decommission her as well for a little while. Alpha will go 1, 2. He's gonna go up to here and help Varissa. That's the one he can get to. Trickster's Blade. He gets 2 hits, posing disadvantage on the Death Knight there for 2 of his 3 attacks. And then he's gonna slip back away around the corner. Rouse will immediately go to attack, but 2 of his attacks are gonna be at disadvantage, targeting Varissa. So disadvantage. Misses. Misses. Last one normal. He gets a natural 20 on Varissa. Varissa will use... What we have here? Ring of Fractured Fate. She will force that one to reroll, burning her reaction. So normal. 18 will miss, so all 3 attacks will miss. As kind of that warping of fate happens for a moment as her ring activates. Get the screen. And then Tive, the hero with the bow. 1, 2, 3. Seraphine targeting. 2 shots. 28 and 28 with gang up. That's 30. He hits both times. $21, $22, $26 damage. Puts her in the winning condition. Top of the turn order. Let's see. We can go for one more. We can leave it at there as I'm noticing time. How's everyone feeling for reference?
Shit, it's 12:42. Shit.
Yeah, I just know. I didn't know. I wasn't looking at the time. I was balancing the comment. I just looked down. I'm like, oh. However you guys are feeling.
How much is left after the combat? Because if we can wrap it all up tonight, I'd be cool with that. But if there's heaps to do, then maybe just wait another week.
I mean, I don't think enough damage will be dealt in the next round. You guys definitely now have the numbers game on them, but I don't think enough damage can be dealt to finish it in one round. It'll still take a little bit into next session to finish this, but you do know that there is the vault behind, but it's not necessarily what you came here to do. And Varissa was told that she was not allowed to go, and you were also told that Varissa's not allowed to go into that vault, because even Varangol doesn't want to mess with that treasury. So, technically speaking, if you're just there for Fang, it probably would be just the beginning of the first a few, maybe the hour into next session, and then recovery from there. But I don't believe one additional round will wrap up combat, but it might get it close to it.
How do you guys feel?
I think it
Pyro?
would probably be good to finish here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do want
Let's
to be
leave
up
it
early
because
tomorrow.
we do have to do this next week, regardless if we do a session or not. Just so let's just leave it, and we'll restart next time. One question, DM, on the vault door, is there like a handle or a? So he doesn't want to. No one wants to open that door, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm. The only thing you have noticed that Fang must have gone through the door, because he has these like litanies of little items that he has all over his person now. He's kind of like bejeweled in that regard of these strange magic items, because these are the things he's been studying. But Varangol doesn't want to go past there. He doesn't want Varissa to even go past there, because he doesn't want to have anyone directly connected to him going past there. But the vault is a reddish mist, and it seems that it seems like almost a ward around it. But you know that Fang must have something from the previous Arcane Lord on his person that allows him to go and examine these items. But you probably need that item, is what your deduction gives you.
Okay. Well,